Bam, we're live. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. God, does that shot look a little wider than normal? Maybe I'm just not used to that. There we go. I don't know. I don't know if that's better. Want to see me closer or further? Good morning, Jeffrey. Sean. Yes. Savages. Is that different than legends? The lady that lifts heavy is in the house. The honorable lady. Good morning, Marissa. And you know, oh, the numbers are back. Wow. Wow. Wow, the numbers are back. All right. No comment from Rambler. We're off this morning. I've been snotty for a few days. I don't know what's going on. Wasn't notified today either. Weird. You know what someone told me was that if we do more than 3 shows in a 24-hour period, I think Dents texted me this yesterday. If we do more than 3 shows in a 24-hour period, it won't send notifications for like the 4th show. I didn't see if that was true or not, but that sounds right. It sounds like YouTube would have something like that. Hey, good morning.
What up?
Dang, you used a straight razor?
No.
That's just the Phillips?
Yeah.
Damn, that is clean. $20 electric razor. That's just the $20 one, right? The little tiny one?
No, I think it costs more than that, though.
Oh. But it's that Phillips one, right? I mean, it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's not one of those fancy.
One razor, I think it's called.
Yeah, the one. Yeah, wow. Damn, that is close. I got nothing today.
Yeah, I get that.
I was thinking this morning in the shower, I'm like, the heavens inspire me with something. You know what happened is I've fallen down too many rabbit holes to like talk about anything. Like I got like too nuanced.
You sent me Tom Massey's mentioning of probability theory that he took it.
Yeah.
And then he talks about he asked what are the probability of 2 pipe bombs being found 40 minutes apart.
Yeah.
And therefore that having probability, therefore there's a high probability that there's some conspiracy involved or someone planted both of them.
Right.
And boy, that would be it's just a textbook perfect example of exactly what you can't do in probability theory.
Right.
And
I thought so.
I don't expect Massey, who I like.
Yeah.
Whom I like. I don't expect him to get that right, but it is a fascinating subject. And since we had nothing else to talk about this morning, I think we can talk about Judith Cook, I believe was her name.
Oh, great. I love it.
And she was the attorney that she and her husband had 2 SIDS deaths a year and a half apart.
Yep.
And a mathematician got in there and go, the odds of having that happen to a kid is 1 in a million. And then you have it happen to the second one's 1 in a million again, and we multiply them together. And therefore, she should go to jail for the rest of her life. And she was there for years until some mathematicians go, you fucking can't even do that. You cannot do that.
She actually went to jail?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it's called the prosecutor's fallacy. And it's something that we ought to bring up to talk about. And we can start about the probability of A given B is not the same as B given A, and go back to my rain example. But we're at a point, I think, culturally, socially, intellectually, as a civilization, where we can no longer exclude modern day probability theory from the fundamentals taught to children, like where's the subject and verb in this sentence, and what do you get when you divide 51 by 17? Just fundamental. It needs to be baked into the trivium and the quadrivium. And in fact, if you look at the texts supporting those ancient curricula, what you see is a rationale that would mandate keeping up with the times. For instance, music is introduced as the science of change, and though it is, we have a mathematics of change called calculus, and if that had been available then, it would have been in its place, because the mathematics of change, the science of change, is important, and music might be one way to get at it, but we have a better way now. And I wouldn't remove music from the curriculum, but I do believe that given what we are, where we are, and the importance of it, that not knowing calculus is a huge deficit in your education. Huge.
Not having calculus.
That's right. Not knowing it. Yes. And I also believe it's something that you could get anyone to do. Look at the balance math. I got kids doing algebra and they don't even fucking know it, because they're just moving stars and squares and diamonds from one side of a balance to another.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's super cool.
These are, let me pull this up for people who want to. It's funny, this morning I was just reading about on Twitter about how
if you had an assignment today, it'd be to look up the prosecutor's fallacy
and understand it.
Just to think about it. I mean, it takes a few exposures, because it's almost as if we're hardwired for that bit of illogic. Look, fallacies get called fallacies because they're famous for their frequency of which you see them. There's an infinite number of things that aren't true. Some of them get special names, like the prosecutor's fallacy, because we're given to them.
Can you explain it to us?
This is why you get educated, so you won't let your mind go down those rabbit holes. It took me how long studying this shit, but I heard it right when Massey said it. Oh, there we go. That's the thing you cannot do.
He also did say that how come there wasn't isn't this logical though? Hey, you found 2 pipe bombs accidentally. Shouldn't you now send out a squad of people to start looking for more bombs? If you found 2 on accident, there's a chance there could be a lot more.
I'm bought in on the gate analysis. I think that kind of thing's real. I think one day your footfall and gait will be as determinant of you as is your retina.
Wow. I think that's oh, something happened to your audio.
Me?
Hello.
No, caller, go ahead. Hold that thought, Caleb. No, it was Caleb's audio. Go ahead, caller. Sorry, hold on, Seema. I lost you. Hold on. Okay, you're back. Go ahead, Seema.
Hi,
Hi.
Greg. I'm calling because
Hi, Colleen.
I'm Seema Boobs.
I'd love to. I'd love to.
I had to change my name because my dad logs into my YouTube. But
Oh boy.
my dad has a prostate that's times the size, but he keeps telling me that his PSA levels, which is a prostate level specific antigen, he says that his numbers are all over the place. And so he keeps saying, oh, I don't have cancer. But like, if you ask AI, obviously it says just a simple, like, if your number's below 4 milliliters, then 15% of men still have a chance of cancer. So, and you know how you say cancer is a metabolic disease, and I would argue he is on the couch and on the carbs, and it's like he's in sorry, I'm going to try to get through this without crying, but he has a catheter full time and he pays for full health care, and he still has to wait 2 months for surgery because California doesn't have enough surgeons at Kaiser. So my question is, how do I understand these PSA level tests, and what can I do to help him?
You're just in a terrifically uncomfortable and tough situation. It's just I think it's part of life also. I don't know, but you love him and talk to him, sit on the couch with him and ask him, ask him what you're asking us. I think it's fair. Because if he'll give you nothing, my dad was that way. He wouldn't change the fucking way anything he ate or anything to do with regard to exercise. Zero inputs. I mean, you could try, but it just went nowhere. And if that's what you're up against, then you're just you're a part of his life, and the love there is obvious, but it isn't a facet. The way his life ends isn't something you get to input on. As uncomfortable as that is.
Seema, how old is he?
He's 74.
Oh, he's young still.
And he used to work out, and he was my soccer coach and all of these things. I guess what I don't understand is why a PSA test comes back with all of these different values and like how to interpret the probability of cancer. And maybe nobody cares if it's cancer. It's like, it's just an inflammation, and that's metabolic disease.
Will PSAs rise with, and this is something, Caleb, you can just pull right off of it, any AI right now, but does PSA levels increase with benign hyperplasia? That is, it's twice normal size, but could it, were it benign hyperplasia, would that drive up PSA levels? And I would just guess it would, knowing nothing about this shit.
Yes, PSA prostate specimen antigen levels often increase with benign prostatic hyperplasia and non-cancerous enlargement of the prostate.
That would have been, I would have found it odd were that not the case. And so we don't know, he doesn't know, but I think for you, and all I can do is put myself in your shoes. My assumption would be that he does, and that he doesn't want to do anything about it. And I don't know if there's a compelling logic that speaks against that. Do you get what I mean? I've not been overly impressed with people's treatment for prostate cancer.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You can't really help people who have
that would do nothing, and I've had family that would do everything. I have a family full of physicians, and the physicians were always in the camp of there's no pill I will not take. Right? Their refrigerators look like medicine cabinets. And then I got the rest of my family that's not physicians. A lot of them are farmers, and they won't do anything. They'll drop dead before they'll go to a doctor. And if you got to look at outcome, my money's with the farmers. And so I'm not the best person to ask on this. I mean, I have to share that bias with you. I
guess my question.
Your doctor doesn't even know what makes you fat. And I'm supposed to trust her on what else?
Go ahead, Seema. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I guess my question would be, is inflammation always a sign or a precursor to cancer?
I think by definition, yes, even though it might happen at some mitochondrial substrate level.
Okay. I think I'll go the inflammation route since
yeah, there's things you can do, like look at get hold of Sears or someone else's arachidonic acid to EPA ratio test, and that gives an outstanding sense of where you at in terms of inflammation. And but at the same time, if you're willing to do nothing about a pro-inflammatory lifestyle, I wouldn't want to dominate the last time you have with your dad in nag mode or disappointment mode, because he doesn't want to engage in the manner that you and I might recommend, you know?
Gotcha. What was the name of the test again?
I'm sorry.
What was the name of the test again?
EPA to AA, icosapentaenoic acid to arachidonic acid. And Sears had one that was on a pinprick. We ran a bunch of CrossFitters by it. He was shocked to see the good numbers, very close to 1. He predicted that wouldn't be the case. Yeah. It can be done cheap. If you need someone to dig into that, if you don't hit pay dirt here looking at Sears Labs or one of them, I'm surprised something doesn't pop up. But they send you a little thing and you do a little pinprick and put it on a card and in a tube and send it back, and they can give you that.
Okay, I found it. $75.
I'll tell you what, too, though, it's going to correlate with A1C and a triglyceride to HDL to triglyceride. All those things, they kind of mark down the same path. So you're not going to have a really good EPA to AA and a shitty A1C. You're not going to do that. If your blood sugar has been sky high for 90 days, you're in an inflammatory state, and we will see it in increased arachidonic acid, almost definitionally. Same with the triglycerides. If your A1C is through the roof, you have high triglycerides.
Huh.
My father, his PSAs were, he'd had prostate cancer, and he'd gone the route of radio ablation, and then started throwing really good, very, very low PSA numbers. And then after getting vaccinated, they went super high and then dropped off to nothing. And we now believe that's when his immune system left.
And he knew better than to get vaccinated.
He did it so he could go to Costco.
The smartest man in the world.
Sounds, yeah. Crazy. He didn't trust me. He just didn't think it would be deadly. You know what I mean? He thought that impotency is what he was getting. My sister got his vaccine card and went directly to how bad was my batch, and his batch and his booster were both. He got horrible draws. Really, really bad fucking luck.
That's a website. How bad was my batch? Wow. And then it tracks all the injuries from your batch.
Yeah. Oh, it's probably a crime now to do.
Wow.
I'm sorry, honey. Sit with the old man, watch an old movie with him, man. These guys like black and white movies.
Okay, I will. Thanks, Greg.
I'm doing something not my dad, but someone very close to me's dad, and they've got medicine in the family, which, like, as soon as you tell me that your uncle's a doctor and he told me, I just expect, oh shit, here it goes. I got to be on a don't squat below parallel, deadlifting is dangerous, and you need to eat a low-fat diet, right? And I don't have in their mind, in their eyes, probably mine neither, the credentials to weigh in. And so they're just going to run this standard of care route. But what's kind of psychologically, I think, interesting is I went over there to visit, and I went with the 2 repurposed drugs in my bag. And it was actually a physician friend that it sent them to me and insisted that I bring them to him. And I did. I never told anyone they were in my bag. He's already got his dates and his treatment. And it's like, it's a weird thing. It's a hard thing.
You're talking about fenbendazole and ivermectin, Greg?
Yeah. And I had these fantasies of like, hey, look what I brought. Don't take it, but read on them. You know what I mean? Set them right here in the window. I like it's fun. It's hard. It's hard. And I'm good at that. But you know what? I mean, so I could raise his stink, and he does what I want, and he croaks, and I'm left with, well, he would have croaked sooner with what they were doing, or maybe in his case it would have worked, or it's tough.
Yeah.
We've all now had, and I mean I'm talking about people close to me hanging out in the CrossFit community. We've all seen things now, Sevi, like our 2 doctor friends that went divergent routes and said so. I'm going to do what the university at which I'm a professor told me I should do. And when the other one said, both famous physicians, and the other one goes, I've seen enough to know that I don't want to go that route. And I've also seen Seafried speak enough times at Greg's house and read his book that I think there's something here. And their outcomes have been night and day different. One has the traditional expected demise with an aggressive cancer. And the other one, I don't know, you name the state, but one's golfing and the other can't. With oddly, eerily similar age, disease, and level of invasion.
Thank you, Seema. Good luck.
Thank you.
Love you, girl.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
Just love him. That's all you can do. Love him. And he doesn't have to receive that love in the manner that you think is most intelligent, right? Hey, everyone, listen, if someone says, I get it, man. Chocolate cake, long, healthy life. Chocolate cake, long, healthy life. I'm going with the fucking cake. I mean, I must take my hat off to that. You don't see that, though. You don't see that. What I saw was client after client after client eating fucking grape nuts with non-fat milk, a bagel with an English muffin with nothing on it, and a big fucking glass of orange juice, feeling shitty with shitty numbers, doing everything they could to eat like their doctor told them, and then they started exercising. Now I'm running, and it's still not. I still have shitty numbers.
You just described my youth, my diet as a child. Bagels, grape nuts, non-fat milk.
Dude, I used to eat grape nuts. And I used to like take a spoonful of sugar and like dump it on the fucking grape
Only
nut.
way to eat it. Only way
It's
to eat it.
malted fucking barley. If we were horses,
I was
it'd be
12,
illegal.
Greg.
Yeah, I did that. That's all I ate. All I ate was grape nuts, and we had a bowl of sugar on the counter. And then on the weekend, someone would go get bagels and cream cheese.
Yeah.
That was my entire youth. Greg just nailed it. I wasn't a huge fan of the orange juice, but mostly because my sister drank it all.
That was a Tufts University SciMed Nutrition Group's fucking inputs over Gold's Gym's nutrition analysis program. That's where that breakfast came from. I knew it well. I can tell you exactly how many calories and what percent carbs and fat and what the goal was and blah blah blah. And I was arguing with them on their platform in 1995. I didn't even own a computer. Tom Krubaugh worked at a computer, and so when he went into work, he could take my handwritten shit and print up stuff and bring it back. And I'm fighting this way.
Wow.
And they're like, where do you have a computer at? I'm like, there's one at my buddy's job.
Yeah, I would always have like 4 servings. I was a 9-year-old kid, and I'd fill the bowl up so big, and I'd look, and I was having like 4 servings. I'd have no problem eating the whole box in a day.
Dude, I'd have to shit so bad after that. I'd eat a whole bowl, and I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna bust.
Did you do non-fat milk too, Caleb? I did the blue milk, the non-fat. It was
no,
blue.
I think it was a 2% guy. I was 2%. whatever that means.
Milk
Is
our pediatrician put us on non-fat milk, and I started drinking it, and then that meant the only thing left in my diet was donuts and peanut butter and jelly.
yeah.
Milk
Yeah.
right out of it. Done. I still won't drink that shit.
It's nasty.
The blue milk.
The blue milk, yeah. I used to trip on that. Nintendo, is lower fasted glucose correlated with higher insulin sensitivity? Is there a level that is too low?
Who knows?
Meaning basically, is that basically saying you become allergic to sugar? Like you get really healthy, but then sugar's even more dangerous for you? We didn't give Avi didn't have a single bit of anything remotely close to sugar until he was over 2 years old. Like no birthday cakes, no cupcakes, no juice, nothing. And he swears to this day that every time he has any bit of like like processed sugar, he gets sick. So like on Halloween, he'll have one of those tiny little Snickers and he gets sick. Or we had donuts for the twins' birthday recently. He took one bite and he starts feeling sick right away. Like he goes and lays down. He basically he thinks that like he's allergic to it.
Lucky
Like that
him.
like he didn't get into I know, like he didn't get introduced to it, so he didn't get inoculated from it. It's a trip. And he hasn't heard any of that from me. I always look at him like, wow. And so like I'm trying to think, last night we were somewhere and there people were eating cupcakes and shit, and he just won't eat it. He says he'll just get sick.
You're
Weird.
lucky. He's lucky.
Yeah. But is that what this person is saying? Because he has just a crazy sensitivity to it?
No, I could no, but I was thinking about what he said, and that sounds right, but I can also imagine exceptions to it. For instance, it seems like everything I know about blood sugar and fasting and glucose goes out the window when we're on prednisone. You know?
Oh.
The things that complicate diabetes management are pretty amazing. But this is looking on that control side. What about just don't eat that shit?
Right.
You know, if I'm not taking in any refined carbohydrate, it's very likely that whatever my blood lipids are, there's little that can be done about it. I've not seen the non-responder. And it was interesting that the Lustig group set up a metabolic ward with security in a hotel and put little kids in rooms and searched the rooms and searched everyone in or out and put a guard outside the room and, really locked shit down, and there were no non-responders.
What do you mean? Sorry, you lost me there. What do you mean a non-responder?
Well, we cut their blood sugar and nothing happened.
Oh. And
he's like, really? What if we hire a security guard to stand there and go through everyone's backpack that comes in and out of the room and pay you $1,000? Will your child non-respond for me? And they couldn't. Hey, when I'm asking you, what'd you have for dinner last night? I'm clutching at straws. I mean, I'm trying to get to the base of things. I don't see that as I'm doing something important, but it's not science. Your answer isn't data. It's us doing a dance, a truth dance.
My mom wouldn't buy us sugar cereals, but let us have a bowl of sugar with our Cheerios and grape nuts. Never made sense. Yep, that was totally. Yep, we
couldn't have Fruit Loops.
Never a sugar cereal, but tons of grape nuts, Cheerios, the bowl of sugar, Ritz crackers, non-fat Keebler crackers, all the orange juice you could possibly drink. Just doing their best, just trying to figure it out.
My sister and I would ride our bike down to the Ralph's grocery store, walk right up to the fucking donut bin, pop it open, stuff one in our mouths, and stand there and chew it. Then walk out of the
Cocaine.
store.
Yeah, cocaine.
We didn't have bike helmets either, you know? I mean, what do you do to protect against that? It's like
what's the fastest donut you could house? Was it like just a regular old classic donut, or you get a cream filled?
Glazed one, yeah, a little chocolate one. Yeah, you get that down in 5 seconds.
One of my kids, Joseph, is truly obsessed with sugar, like especially relative to Avi. It's fascinating. Like he'll basically do anything for it. It's like, and he almost treats it like how I treated drugs in college. Like not only that, but he wants to save some. Like he wants to know that it's not even just enough to have it, but he wants to know that he has access to it. Like he'll squirrel some shit away. Like if you give him 4 cough drops, he won't eat them all at once. He'll be like, okay, I'm having one every like one a day. It's crazy. And he hides. Yeah.
So
and he knows they're candy.
You know, they're kind of fundamentalists, right?
Who?
Pat, the Chimenea dude, our buddy.
Oh,
Pat.
yeah.
And desert dwelling. It's interesting because both mom and dad are very, very religious, very much fundamentalists. Both raised by drug addict, homeless parents. How do you like that? These kids are great kids, and they're a great family. And mom and dad are to the right of Attila the Hun, but they were both like Pat remembers living under an underpass.
As a kid.
Wow. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Olivia, that used to work for us, her parents were fundamentalists, raised by drug addicts.
Wow. Pat's fascinating. Someone should make a movie on him. This guy Greg's talking about lives out in the middle of nowhere, completely isolated, and he takes his truck and his 25 kids, and they go to metal scrap yards, and they get scrap metal, and they turn it into usable chimeneas, like the most amazing chimenea. Go ahead.
Let me give you the modern day version of that. Big volume scrap merchants in about 15 states see things he wants, sequesters them, and lets him know when there's enough there for him to come pick it up.
He's been doing it. How long has he been doing that, Greg?
Utah, Idaho, Washington, Oregon, scrap dealers, iron yards will go, hey, I got a wheel, I got a pot boiler, I got a stovepipe, I've got a collar, I've got a mining cart wheels. They all know what he wants, and they'll see that shit and buy inventory of it, throw it aside, and then let him know when there's enough for him to get the fucking 18-wheel flatbed up there, come home with that stuff. So he's got a network going. Listen, my family was surfing fucking 1,000 miles south of San Diego, and I saw a ranch on the beach in one of his chimeneas. And so we call it Pat, and he's, I know exactly who that is. He's delivered these things all over North America.
I mean, AI is not going to take his job. This guy is a survivor. He is a hustler. How many kids does he have?
You got to see these two that I got blended in here.
He's a remarkable human being. Someone really does need to make a movie about him.
He sent a 10-year-old into a cave with a rifle and shot a mountain lion, drug it out, and they made cat jerky and brought it to my house.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Let me tell the story. He sends a 10-year-old into a cave with a rifle and a flashlight, shoots a mountain lion, they drag it out and make mountain lion jerky. He sells the pelt, has a permit for that. Crazy.
It's like Vietnam, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh, that's insane.
Yeah, he's and he lives out in the middle of nowhere, right? They have like no neighbors or anything, right?
No, not really. Yeah, kind of, but it is the middle of nowhere.
They're like desert people. Are you looking for a picture of your chimenea, the most recent ones?
I wonder why it went out green. It was something. My shit's doing something weird. But there's that photo, and those two chimeneas. Those are both 7-footers.
I see nothing.
Says delivered.
N-
Oh, SMS. It's weird, Sevi.
yeah, I don't have it on my phone or my computer. You're green?
Oh, I did something weird. Hold on, let me try this again. Yeah, that went out to that for some reason went to Savan at CrossFit.com.
Oh. I don't have access to that anymore. You know what I do have here? I have my my CrossFit credit card. It just sits here just in case I get in a pinch.
Now it's showing it went out, dude, and then you have it in text.
Okay, well, I'll find out.
I'll send it to the other spot. I got another spot for you.
Yeah, and that's Caleb's number. Did you get that text I sent you, Caleb?
Yes, I did.
Here we go.
Are fruit juices in the same category as all sugars? And if so, why does it differ from the fruits itself? Is it the absorption rate?
Yes.
My kids have never had juice.
Guy Cliff Sheets wrote a book, and it starts at first page, something about if you think there's a difference between having a Coca-Cola or an orange juice for breakfast, you're high as a kite. So I sent that now. Now you both have it.
If I go, I mean, this is just my policy. I don't know how valid it is, but if I go to a kid's birthday party and they have cake, ice cream, and fruit boxes, which is the standard, they get to either pick the cake or the ice cream, and they never get the fruit box. I'm not interested in my kids sucking down juice. Wow.
That's insane, dude.
Wow. No threat to those palm trees, huh?
No, they're in fact, they're equidistant between the trees. So you see the gap left. That was the one behind it too.
Oh,
okay. It looks like it's right up against it, but it's
I know,
not.
and we get enough convection there that the fronds wiggle, but we've gotten up above it with a ladder, and there's nothing hot to the touch 6 feet above. So I'm not worried about what's going on at the 18-foot mark.
What's going on with the floor there? Is that art or is that water? Or see how it's white up against the gym?
Yeah, it's wet.
Oh, okay.
And the part that's looks like
paint spilt on it.
The land mass there is the dry part.
God, that gym's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's a good setup.
Hey, is that the cart over there in the corner that you told me that you've been dragging the wall balls all around with?
Yeah.
That's a nice cart.
Oh, it's a double-decker. The wheels swivel in all directions. You can move it, push it from any corner, navigate it. It's been indispensable. And it's got a 570-pound load.
And it folds up.
Whoa.
It's a tiny, but we haven't quit using it to fold the fucking thing.
Is that Amazon?
Yeah, and you know what I realized is the whole Instacart, that whole scene, the delivery economy has changed the world of carts.
How so? Like because the delivery drivers have to carry it around?
I can get almost 2 shopping carts in that fucking thing of shit. So yesterday I went to AJ's, then to Safeway, and had a cart full at each stop, and made it into the house with my wagon and 5 bags in the other hand. It wasn't comfortable, but I did it, in one trip in from the truck.
Call her hi.
What's up?
Hey.
Hey Greg. Hey Caleb.
Hey.
Good morning.
I have some crazy news, and I wanted to get Greg's input on this. It's insane. You guys ready?
You're gonna come back to his house and throw up in his garage again?
I'll probably say something I shouldn't say and act like a half-wit again. No. What I want to ask about is, so I had this friend growing up, and his father owns a moving company in Northern Virginia. They have a fuck ton of land. And I never, I was like, okay, this guy's a millionaire. He has a lot of real estate in Northern Virginia. He has a farm, and he just sold 97 acres in Leesburg. So Leesburg, Virginia, it's where like the data center capital of the world is. He just sold 97 acres. Just think about that for a second. That's like, that's a good chunk of land, but in like Virginia farm country, that's not shit. He sold it to these data center investors for a record $650 million.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Doesn't that blow your fucking mind? It just seems crazy to me. That seems crazy.
What is that,
It's in
like
the
$6
news.
or $7 million an acre?
Yeah, what makes that worth that land?
I have no idea. I would imagine it has something to do with the zoning and the fact that most of Virginia and that area are not selling to data centers anymore because there already is so many. And I wonder if they just offered him like, hey, we know we're overpaying grossly, but we need this land to continue to expand.
Oh, $6
I
million.
mean, data centers just make a fuck ton of money. They make so much money. I don't know what makes it worth that. That's what I wanted to get your input on. Like, that just seems insane.
You know what I immediately thought, and this is just a stab in the dark, but that it was by some sort of water source where they could build a reactor.
My head went the same way, but I'm not seeing it for a data center. Maybe for chip manufacturing or something else,
Where there's some code there where they can build a small nuclear reactor there that they couldn't build somewhere else, making it invaluable.
That would make a difference.
Interesting.
So they might have.
I bet that's exactly what it is.
And it could be that they purchased the land from the state, and the state says, if you buy this land for that, we'll let you build a reactor.
No, they bought it from his buddy's dad.
Yeah, my friend's dad.
Hey, is that a mine just north of it, Taylor? I don't know if you can see the screen. Look at that. Is that a mine?
Hold on, let me pull up.
Quarry.
A quarry, yeah.
Yeah.
Quarry.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And
look, I haven't been out there.
Look at that line above it says power lines. I wonder if that's important too.
Huge.
The water thing, I think it has to be something to do with it because it takes so much water to cool those places. They say that like every question you pose to like an AI chatbot or ChatGPT is like more than a glass of water per question just to cool the processing that it takes to kind of answer it.
That does make sense, but it is a surprise to me that you'd use water for that.
Right. How fucking crazy is that?
Like in the Caleb in the F-14's fire control system, the AUG-9, that whole thing's cooled with coolanol, and it's made by Chevron. And this shit will climb up the sides and leak out and get onto the floor of a barrel of a stainless steel bin.
Oh,
jeez.
Yeah, surface tension will just run up the side of the barrel and out over the edge.
oh my god.
But I would think there.
Anyways,
did you ask
to not use a resource like a freshwater source?
Taylor, are you still in contact with that guy? Can you ask him?
I'm sure I could reach out. It would probably feel pretty weird to be like, hey, haven't talked to you in a year.
I saw your dad's doing some real estate deals.
Yeah, just curious. I'm sure I could ask one of the.
How did it pop up on your radar?
Well, my mom was talking to Lizzie about it. I guess it's pretty big news in Northern Virginia, and my mom still lives there. I mean, I used to like. They gave me a shotgun for Christmas one year. Like I was pretty, we were pretty close. We hunted a lot together, and I'm just shocked. That's fucking a crazy amount of money.
Yeah, something's going on here. We're not seeing the whole picture by an amount that's about 98% of the cash there, because there's a lot of people with 100 acres that would love to give that up for that.
Send me that link, Taylor.
I would imagine that the challenges to any kind of movement for anything that looks like data center would be political and involve lawyers and elected officials in large numbers. And just to give you an example of that, Google, their PR or lobbying effort was being led by Susan Molinari, and I believe she had a couple hundred employees, all of them registered lobbyists. And they also had scores of lobbying firms in their employ, but it went down like this. In the end, everyone in Congress has 2 people that contact them regularly that represent Google's interests, and that they're in their district. And so there's moneyed interests in every congressional district who has the ear of that congressperson on Google's behalf. And so that makes this non-governmental organization, this business, has input far beyond any federal agencies. Your congressman cares way more what Google thinks than, say, the Security and Exchange Commission in terms of legislation.
This is a weird deal, dude. They bought the land 4 years ago for $57 million. Now they sell it for $650 4 years later. And then how about this? Another section of the property was sold for $45 million to Dominion Energy earlier this year for an electrical substation. So
I'm messaging him now. I'm messaging him right now.
Hey, just to transfer the property cost $4 million in taxes.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's right by an airport.
He's a pilot too. He
I wonder if
flying his helicopter. That's the
Yeah, it's right by an executive airport within a bunch of neighborhoods.
What was the total figure?
615 million.
Yeah, I would expect to find 150 million of that went into political campaigns, efforts, people.
Yeah.
Backers. I mean, it's like,
I want to say, I don't, I'm not sure. I would imagine, if I had to guess, they are incredibly conservative.
If he bought you a shotgun for
wonder-
your birthday or Christmas, they are.
It was hilarious. So I went over there Christmas. They invited me over Christmas morning with my mom, and they have like 8 kids, like a shit ton of kids. And there was like a younger daughter who was like 8 or 9 at the time, and she's like, "Hey, open your present." And it's this huge box. And so I'm like, "Oh, what?" Like I was a little, taken aback. And so I'm like opening the wrapping paper, and it's this like kid's soccer goal. And I'm like, "Oh, thanks," because I'm like 18. I don't fucking play soccer. I was like, "This is gay. Why did they give me a soccer goal?" So and she's like, "You gonna open it?" And so I open the soccer goal, and there's just this nice ass shotgun inside.
Listen to this. Listen to this. It was zoned for warehousing and data, and we bought it with the plan to build storage buildings and continue to grow the moving business. Did they own a moving business?
Yeah, I think it's the largest independently owned on the East Coast.
Okay.
Maybe in the country now.
And then he says he recalled during an interview earlier this year. Oh, so he gave an interview saying they bought the land to grow their moving business. Then right after that, he started getting calls from data center operators asking if they could buy it. I told the first 3 or 4 of them, "No, thank you. We're moving forward with our warehouse plans," he said. Then we started getting some unsolicited offers. And then finally we got a group that was developing for Amazon that came in with an offer we couldn't refuse. So we sold it.
Are they JK Moving?
Yeah.
Is that the moving company?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Listen to this.
They moved me before.
So then
you guys
really?
are doing, you're gonna stir up some shit for these people. You're gonna get this poor family, our caller's friends, fucked.
Oh, dude, I'm sure they've gotten fucking crazy fucking info.
I would think so too.
Hey, so then they took that money. So the moving company then bought another warehouse along Route 606. The data center's calls started coming again. That happened again and happened again. After 4 times over, then finally I said, "Wait a minute. We need to pay more attention to the data center development here," Kuhn said. They assembled a team of experts and created JK Land Holdings.
He started that moving company out of his garage when he was 16.
He owns 22,000
Awesome.
acres out there.
That's the American dream. Is it his parents? I want to say his parents worked at like the embassy in Iran. And they came back during that whole debacle, like in the 70s or 80s. They got out.
Yeah.
And he started that moving company in his garage with his brother.
So they're Persian.
And yeah, no, they're white. His parents were they just worked for the State Department.
I got you.
Wow.
It sounds like they're leasing a shitload of the land for on 25-year leases with 20-year renewals. Wow, congratulations to that dude.
That's amazing.
It's a great story.
Yeah, that is a great story.
Still, though, there has to be there's a political side to this.
Oh yeah. Wow. Hey, that's a shitload of beachfront property.
You know, I bought a parcel of land with Elliot Sevy, and it just got labeled one of these Trump development zones. And so we had big dollar, big name, chip manufacturers, et cetera, expressing interest in the land. And we're like, fuck them, we're going to twist their arm and get, top dollar. And it didn't take any time at all until that happened. And we let go of it. But what they'll be able to do is build electronics, weapons plants, and get a payroll tax break on employees.
So you bought it and already sold it?
Yeah. Yep. We were going to throw condos on it, but I was like, no, I'm not going to. We just get out of this fast.
Wow.
Hold up.
In any kind of transaction, you've got time in the denominator, right?
Yeah.
So if you can make a million in 30 seconds, it feels better than a much bigger number 5 years later.
Son of a State Department folks from Iran era. This is fishy as fuck.
Yes.
Man, CrossFit. That's a big clue. All right, great story. Thanks, Taylor. Great story.
All right, see you guys.
See you, Taylor.
Go ahead, Greg. Were you going to say something?
Have a good day.
It's an interesting story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably the most expensive land that's ever been bought or sold out there.
Yeah. All right, see you guys.
Okay, bye. Hey, maybe they should buy CrossFit. All right.
If you buy a chunk of land, and then this is the thing I've kind of fallen into. I've watched, been a partner to a parcel of land purchased, and then the wooing of city council and elected officials and zoning departments, and you get approved for a project, and then you start getting permitted for it, and then you get an award from the city. We did for site development and design and architecture before breaking ground, and you've just made a ton of money on that land. You could sell right there. And so you buy something for some 6 acres of parking lot from a church for $5 million, and in a developing area, and you get it all zone permitted and start winning some trophies on the artists' renditions of that thing, and you can 5x your cash. But that discounts what goes on in the talents that are required to get the assholes on the city council to say, "Oh, this is a brilliant idea."
Right.
And there's hoops and hurdles. I mean, there's shit going on. Geologists, environmental, biological, it's crazy.
The mob.
There's a regulation mafia.
Yeah.
And you get good at playing that game like Donald Trump did, and you can carve opportunities out of real estate transaction that others can't. We just got another award on another development.
Oh,
and the
shit.
language coming from the city sounds like It sounds like stuff you'd use in an advertisement. Yeah, we'll be there to get the trophy. And this is prior to breaking ground.
Remodeling a home and dealing with the city really is the furthest thing away from science or anything being explicit or clear. You are at the mercy of the 72-year-old alcoholic who comes out to your house with his fucking clipboard and fucking like decides what you can and can't do. It is really, really fucking bad. I don't know if you remember the story, Greg, but I bought that house, that 500 square foot home, and I wanted to in Seabright, and the house was 1x6 fencing, the walls. So clearly, sometime in the early 1900s, someone had just fenced it off and put sheetrock on either side and put a roof on it. It was just, and that was the walls of the house. So I wanted to have a guy go into the wall, and it's just sitting on those pylons. The whole entire 500 square feet is sitting on those things you get at Home Depot, those cement piers or whatever they are. So I wanted to just have the walls redone and put 2x4s around, you know what I mean, around the perimeter of this 500 square foot home. And they told me that I couldn't do that I had to use 2x3s because 2x4s would mean a rebuild, and 2x4s is a rebuild and 2x3s is a remodel. And you couldn't remodel the house, a 500 square foot house on a 600 square foot lot, because you didn't have the easements in the front or the back to do a rebuild. I know that's a little confusing, but it was fucking crazy. It was absolutely. I'm like, so I remember asking the guy, I'm like, so I can't make the house safer? And basically what they ended up doing is we had 2x3s. We did it with 2x3s. The inspector came, and then the builder came back in and put 2x4s right up against all of them.
Hey,
it's fucking nuts.
There were homes that burned in Malibu at the water side, and the rebuild on those homes is requiring a seawall and a foundation down to bedrock, which brings up all kinds of environmental shit, and it's a nightmare. And Adam Carolla said that the houses that burned down had been in that location, withstanding all forces of nature for 75 years, put on telephone poles.
Yeah.
So they were sitting on telephone poles for 75 years before they burned to the ground. And now you need a $7 million foundation to begin your build.
Directed energy weapons.
I'll tell you another crazy story. So when we were doing all that, the inspector came and said, "Hey, you can't have a bathroom in this house." And I said, "Why?" And there was some zoning law for the size of the house and the size of the lot, you couldn't have a bathroom. And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "So if you start remodeling this house, you legally can't have a bathroom. We can't approve the bathroom." And I'm like, "How the fuck can you have a house that's not a bathroom?" He goes, "Well, this place used to have an outhouse." I'm like, "You're still not answering the question." So what ended up happening is our architect basically jiggered the papers to show that the bathroom was there before that law went into place in 1947, that you needed a certain size lot to have a bathroom connected to the house, to show that the bathroom had been there like in 1917, when no one knows if it actually was or wasn't. I'm guessing it wasn't. But they tried to stop me from having a bathroom in the house.
Who the fuck is coming up with this shit?
By contrast,
libtards.
By contrast, the city here was described by my builder and developer as being viable, even valuable partners in the build. And for instance, when the plans went through, we showed this building as a schoolhouse, and we had boys and girls bathrooms. And the guys at the city are, "No, don't call it a school, call it a gym, and get rid of the boys and girls bathrooms. Put up any sign you want, but you don't want people based on your plans picketing your house, and they'll raise hell."
And the city helps you with that.
He's got a boys and a girls bathroom, and so let's just remove that worry. And they said, by the way, we could go up to a pair of 15-inch mains. This might be the time to do it. And how about burying the utilities? Here's what you do. You get enough of the neighbors to say we want the utilities underground, then petition our city council, demand a hearing, and we'll just squash all the objectors when the hearing comes. We had the hearing, their objectors, they squashed them, told them they really understood their concerns, but they're going to do this anyways. And the whole plan was orchestrated by the city council that we were in front of.
So you have a good city council.
underground, and we're willing to help pay and push that. They want new homes. They want this place pretty. It's smart. It's smart.
As opposed to what would happen in Santa Cruz or Berkeley, the city council would jigger it the other way.
And listen to this. As conservative as it is, was the first place in the United States with paseos, bike paths, walking paths, robotic trash trucks, and sign ordinances.
Amazing.
But they're pro build, man. You want to do something cool. The city's your friend. There's no fear of inspection.
Allison NYC, good morning, Allison. Build a house in Costa Rica. There aren't any regulations, but there aren't any regulations on the quality of work either.
Allison, come visit. You're supposed to be here for Thanksgiving.
We had a builder purposely make a doorway 2 inches too wide to avoid taxing on a bedroom. Yeah, smart.
Yeah,
What a crazy workaround.
Yeah. So you make it wide enough, and now it's just another. It's just part of the same room. When I bought this house, an inspector came to this house in SoCal, and he said, "Oh, on the record it says, I don't remember the numbers, but you only have 5 sinks, but we just checked your house and you have 7 sinks, so we have to fine you for some city water tax. Too many sinks."
I
It's
tell you,
crazy.
and look, this kind of thing was important. We had to be able to collect all of the roof water here on the property. And so we had to put in quite a bit of underground collection, 10 feet across, 60 feet down, with gravel and clay and other rock, all orchestrated by state and city regulation.
Because it's a desert and they're concerned the runoff would.
Yeah, they don't want the water back in the canal that would come off the rooftops. And so we had to demonstrate that we could hold a 100-year storm. We may have had this is the September, October, November in recorded history for this area. And so we put our system to the test.
How'd it do?
Great, but the water that comes off of this is gnarly. It's a lot. And it's nice to know that it got percolated back into the soil, isn't leaving. You won't find a jurisdiction anymore that doesn't have that concern, from Portland to Scottsdale.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Take a look.
That's a great sound. Oh, that's a nice lamp. Oh, you're in the schoolroom.
Yeah, I'm in the headmaster's office.
Oh, you are? That's up and running too?
Yeah. The whole school building is operational, except the wood shop. The gear's not in, but it's coming.
Is the headmaster's office? That's on the other side of the schoolroom. That's on the other side.
Yeah,
of the
you're
gym?
gonna be able to help me, I think, when the equipment comes in. Yeah, I think
that's awesome.
6 tons of weights to the curb, and then we're gonna bring it back here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Moving party.
Hey, have you found a vehicle that you're going to use on the property, like a Segway or something?
We'll get some kind of gator in a cart, a little farm setup.
Yeah.
Nice.
Several people suggested what that thing would look like. So, what a great thing today, for a little bit of a feel good buzz, a little tractor and a wagon.
My kids are so excited. What?
What if that spells the end of my my little hand cart?
Just make it so the kids have to use the hand cart and only the adults use the gator. My kids are so excited.
Good. Is a lot to do. Hey, ship your geese out ahead of time.
Yeah.
You're driving.
Today's the last day of jiu-jitsu. Maybe I will mail some stuff. Let me see what's going on.
Anyways, don't show up without geese.
No, I won't. I'm so excited for my kids.
Swim trunks.
No. That's what I plan on not seeing the kids for 10 days. Just they'll be in the pool. Avi goes, every time we go in the pool, we also watch a movie. I'm like, good on you, boy. You can go to my house. It's empty, and I'm never going back. Oh, you're never going back to Costa Rica?
I don't.
Wow.
That's funny. I was underwhelmed.
Like Costa Rica?
Mm-hmm. Two things kind of made it rough for me. Three, maybe they're not. Two may be the same. The amount of razor wire around anything of value from the airport to the really nice house that had an eighth of a mile from it, 15, 20 dudes from the age of 20 to 35 standing around at night and with nothing to do but cast dirty looks at cars going by in
Yeah.
the dark.
Yeah.
Combined with the people at the fence in the morning begging, saying that they had little kids that couldn't eat, that were standing there behind them looking like little kids that didn't eat.
Yeah.
Then you get into the water and get away from it all, and there's signs about deadly sea snakes. And then I start getting bit by, never had the sea lice experience before, but there's lice in the ocean, and they bite.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
They're like,
What the
man,
fuck?
sea lice, deadly snake sightings, starving
man with no
people,
jobs.
begging, and razor wire. You know, welcome to Costa Rica.
Sea lice.
And crazy electrical wiring.
That's where we stay. No. I did find a place to buy a little kid a bike, though.
Oh,
The
just
boy
like-
who lived near us, it was the caretaker's son.
Yeah.
It was his birthday. He wanted a bike so bad. Never explained. There's no way he's getting a bike. So we found a store that sells washing machines, also sold bikes. And it
What
looked
do you
just
know?
like that shit, dude.
Costa Rica is beautiful. The threat of dengue is terrifying.
Plus,
That's
they
not
have-
what it looks like
they don't
everywhere.
like insects too. Allison doesn't like the bugs.
Someone said you should get a Can-Am Defender instead of a Gator.
We've got a couple of those.
Is that what you have in Idaho?
Yeah.
Sick.
God, they have some
I
cute
do.
little
You know,
ones.
look, it's enclosed and has a heater, you know, and we don't need that. Power windows, I don't need that.
We have just a side-by-side that we use to take, and by we, I mean the U.S. government has it, and we use it to drive like around ranges and stuff, and it's so nice in the winter.
We used to
Having that
defend it
heater.
to take trash out in Coeur d'Alene. It's about 3 to 5 miles from the trash. We dump our own. We don't have service, which is way better than service, by the way.
Taking your own trash out. God, these things are cool. I can't believe how many different models they make. They have 20 models of Defenders. And they got some little ones.
And
Who
ours-
is that? Is that Honda? Is Can-Am Honda? No. Yeah?
No.
Oh, okay.
Can-Ams, I think, is that the same people as Embraer? There's a bunch of brands under that. It's huge.
Bombardier.
Oh yeah.
Bombardier, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they even make motorcycles, Can-Am. I
Dude, they
didn't know
make
that.
jet aircraft.
Mm-hmm.
That's a monster company.
Oh, they make electric bikes.
Sevi, they make jet airplanes.
Yeah, okay.
It's like, if you can do that, I think you can make anything, right, Caleb?
I think so.
Their motorcycles are cheap.
I'm gonna get
Yeah,
one of
that's-
those battery powered ones. The Ego battery powered motorcycles.
Yeah.
I see them always all the time. They just look like a lot of fun.
The Zero is a blast. I mean, it's a 300-pound bike with all the acceleration of a liter bike, a street bike, you know?
We are so freaking privileged in the United States. Yeah, totally. You can there's jobs everywhere and no one's taking them. We're so privileged. Did you see Starbucks employees?
Yeah, privilege, Allison, privilege doesn't catch the essence of it. American American exceptionalism is a very real empirical thing, and I can measure it in terms of the number of Americans that have died protecting the freedoms of people elsewhere. How many Americans died freeing the black man in the Civil War? How many Americans died so that Europe could be free, and then 40 years later died again so Europe could be free again?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Americans that do that.
I don't think privilege is the right word either.
We give science, we give technology, and you can point to all kinds of crooked shit, but on net, I think American exceptionalism is an obvious thing.
What does that mean even when you say privileged? Like, was Hunter Biden privileged? Because if that's what privilege looks like, no thank you. As opposed to Ngannou, the UFC fighter who ended up coming to the United States, and made $50 million boxing.
Privilege is when you open the door to your Holiday Inn Express, and your 8-year-old goes, "What the fuck is this? This is our room."
We went to a hotel in Stockton this past weekend, and my kids, and it was bad. It was the nicest hotel they have in Stockton, but it was still really bad. And my kids go, "Is this the worst hotel you've been in?" And it's like, not even close. It's not even like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not even close. And I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah. It's
Oh
good.
boy.
Good. Every generation tries to give the next one more than it had.
Oh boy. I don't know if you're lucky to be born in the I don't know if you're lucky to be born in the United States. Look at all the people that, I mean, there's this thing that that's really been irritating me lately every time I think about it. The fact that they want to keep raising money for jobs, minimum wage for jobs that kids who are 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, they're acting like these McDonald's jobs or these jobs at Starbucks are some sort of profession. And they're not just entry-level jobs that everyone has to do at some point in their life. Like, hey, at some point you have to be a checker. Like, that's like, we have an economy that's built on that. When you're 16 years old, your first job's at McDonald's and you can't believe you're making $12 an hour and you're getting these fat paychecks. And yet they want to raise the minimum wage. I mean, you saw what happened in California. They raised the minimum wage to $20 or $30 an hour for fast food restaurants, and 10,000 jobs are gone. I stopped at a Burger King on the way to Stockton. It was Joseph Ferrari's birthday. The Burger King was packed, and there's 2 employees, and the rest is all computers. Just computers.
Yep.
Caleb, you eat fast food?
Not really. Maybe once in a while we'll go out, but I can't tell you the last time I ate a McDonald's or a Burger King.
I'll eat that shit, but at the point that the place has no employees and I'm just ordering on a screen and my order comes out of a tube, I'm done.
Yeah.
For me, it's all about the poor little high school kids that are working hard instead of out being thieves, you know?
Right. Like, I'd rather sit down at a restaurant where like some high school kid is like waiting tables and give them a tip, versus going into a Taco Bell and ordering off of a kiosk.
Yeah, I don't even like a restaurant that uses an iPad for a menu.
Right. I don't want to scan a QR code. Just give me a fucking menu.
I bought McDonald's
what the specials
stock.
are.
I bought McDonald's stock. Does that count?
What is that doing? Eating shit?
I think it's probably
the companies had some same store sales decline that no company's ever recovered from before. They're in some uncharted territory in terms of metricing the plummet.
McDonald's is?
Yeah, if McDonald's makes good on their current predicament, they'll be the first time any company's ever done that.
Wow.
And I know the factors around same store sales decline.
It's holding steady at $311. It's up this year. It started this year like at $290. Now it's at $311. Up 6% this year.
Yeah, I'd look at the company's performance outside of its stock price.
Okay. It's this is if you're working at Starbucks, it's okay if you live in a 3-bedroom house where all of you 2 people to a bedroom. That's that lifestyle. We all did it. It's cool. It's fun. That's what it's like to be 17. And after you work there 3 years and you become the manager of the place, then you get your own room. And then by the time you're 30 and you've worked there, you've invented a new lid for the cup and you're a multimillionaire. You put in your 12 years there and you learned about the service industry and how to run a business, and there's your education.
What's
You
crazy
got
is
a free education while you were being paid if you're fucking paying attention while you're working there. Starbucks barista strike expands nationwide days after NYC Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani, the Muslim sex and death cult. Starbucks union says its strike has expanded to over 30 locations throughout the country. The latest work stoppage hitting a store in Albany, New York, days after New York City socialist mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani, the Muslim, called for a boycott of the chain.
Doesn't Starbucks provide like the most like, don't they give you like insurance and shit, like benefits? They have like the best benefit plan.
Yeah, there's not. It's a great first job.
I mean, you're making coffee, for fuck's sake, dude.
Greg and I know a guy who came from another country, got a job at Starbucks, in 6 months became the manager and was providing fucking home shelter for his wife and kids.
Wow, what a concept.
Yeah. And running his side business. It's like, what the fuck, man?
Is that Shrek?
Yeah. And because he has great people skills, he met the people he needed while working at Starbucks to get other job opportunities.
Caleb, my buddy Jimmy Letchford, you know Jimmy used
Yep.
to work for us. Good Marine. He comes over one day and he says, I think Shrek doesn't like me. And I'm like, what? Why do you say that? He goes, I don't know, man. I come up and I look right at him. Good morning, Shrek. What's up, bud? And he just stared at me. His name isn't Shrek is the problem.
Oh, that's awesome. That's an amazing story.
Whoops.
Maybe he's having an off day. That's really weird because he's always nice to me.
Yeah, he's so loving to me. He grabs me and squeezes me almost too hard.
Yep.
Awkward.
Maybe he doesn't like Marines.
Hey, that's possible too.
I can't figure it out. All right, I love you guys. I gotta go. I'm making bolognese.
Oh, all right.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm doing that and I'm cooking today, and then tomorrow what I'm gonna do is wash romaine lettuce and slap some.
You're getting ready for Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Today's Wednesday though. It's tomorrow.
Oh,
True.
And I don't want to cook tomorrow, so I will today. But there was complaints that there was nothing Thanksgiving oriented in bolognese pasta with garlic bread and a Caesar salad. So I found these foil wrapped chunks of fucking butter that look like they're turkeys. They're colorful Thanksgiving turkeys. So I'm gonna make the garlic bread from Thanksgiving themed butter.
Nice.
let me tell you a quick story real quick. Interesting fitness story. So Sousa just had his birthday. So for his birthday, he gave himself a gift, and it was to run 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. So in 48 hours, he would run 48 miles. And go ahead.
48 hours.
Yeah. So like noon, run 4 miles, 4 p.m., 8 p.m., 12 a.m., 4 a.m., 8 a.m., just to do that for 48 hours.
And that was a birthday present.
Yeah, he gave himself. Yeah.
So we could have contributed to it and had him like beaten up at the finish line.
And so he does it, and I speak to him after 12 miles, and he hips tight, knees are hurting, and it just keeps going. And then I talked to him yesterday, like 24 hours after he's finished. I'm like, how do you feel? He's like, it's crazy, dude. I feel like perfect. I worked out today. But just you know what I mean? Just felt all the issues going through it, the hardship, made it out 24 hours later as a CrossFitter. I'm fine. He goes, better than ever. Did a workout today, had the second fastest time at the gym, had rowing, kettlebell swings, and some other shit in it.
Wow.
I thought it was a cool story. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool achievement.
Super cool. Maggie's getting ready for that Sedona ruck of 26 miles.
God, I hate rucking. I do not like that.
Do you hate
She's gonna
backpacks?
what?
Do you hate backpacks?
Wait, not if like my computer's in it and I'm going through the airport. I fucking love it. But like anytime I ruck, I'd so much rather. I just don't like weight on my back like that while
That's
I'm
what I'm saying.
exercising.
I mean, would
Yeah.
is the roller bag more fun?
Way more fun, especially as I got older. I used to laugh at people with roller bags.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, geez, Louise.
I like to look at those areas where if I were to let go of my bag here, it would roll ahead of me off downhill and I would lose it.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And then look at the guy next to you that's got the same 42 pounds but on his back.
Yeah. I used to do that with camera gear. I'd have one bag on my back that was 40 pounds and one bag on my hand that was 40 pounds, and that was my carry-on. I'd be schlepping it through Chicago International.
I remember that.
Fuck. I'm so over that. So got old.
I remember you screaming at security in Dubai, I'll never fucking come to this fucking country ever again. And they gave you your shit back and patted you on the back and let you go. I thought for sure, I was tippy-toeing back, Caleb. I thought they were going to drive him out in the desert and execute him.
They probably now have
That was
footage
they looked at each other and it could go either way, so they just let you through.
and now they
I
have
think every
footage of
6
me.
months they let someone get so upset they let them do whatever they were trying to do. Okay, I'm gonna run.
All right, love you, buddy.
Caleb, come visit.
All right, I will.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hey, Caleb, I was thinking, what would happen if we took the there were some crazy things said in that Hibbler podcast we did,
Yeah.
where he's like, only white males should be running the country. I was thinking, oh, we should make reels out of that.
Okay. I'll go through that again.
There was some crazy, wild shit he was saying.
There was. Yeah. Did you see the one I made of the guy who called in the other day? Our friend from Philadelphia or whatever.
Oh no, is it on the? It's a reel. Is it on the
It's just
Instagram?
it's the whole phone call. And
Oh, awesome.
I just like chopped out all the pausing parts.
He's become my favorite part of the show.
Yeah, he's cool. He's funny. Very interesting cat.
I've learned to manage him. My dad got the vaccine so he could go to Costco.
That is crazy.
I want to play this. I do not understand what the fuck is going on here. I just. Oh fuck! Damn it! It's funny. I clicked this. I'm gonna have to have you pull this up. I clicked this and it took me to a Nick Fuentes post. It's so weird how links for Instagram don't work on my computer. It just takes me wherever it wants. By the way, I just want to give you some details real quick before I show you this about the January 6th bombing thing that I've talked about quite a bit. On January 6th, there were 2 bombs, maybe 3, found in the Capitol area 20 minutes before the Capitol was breached. And the belief is that it was the Capitol Police who put those bombs there and that maybe they weren't even real bombs. It's really, the story is really unfolding kind of crazy. I don't know why I'm not seeing it on mainstream media yet. But I saw Thomas Massey talk about it yesterday, and I just wanted to give you some other interesting shit about it. First of all the text messages and all of the geolocations of the Capitol Police have been lost. That was supposedly they switched cell phone companies, and during that time they lost all the data, so we can't see any of their communications. Even if we could, I guess that shit can't be FOIA'd. I guess Capitol Police can't be FOIA'd.
Really?
Yeah. There's 1,800 cameras around the Capitol and inside the Capitol. 1,800. Massey thinks it is the Capitol Police that planted the bombs with 99% certainty. It had something to do with some sort of distraction while the building shit was going on, while the protesters were there. They have footage of 2 random undercover cops finding the bomb and then notifying JD Vance's and Kamala's security. No, sorry, maybe Mike Pence's and Kamala's security team, and their security teams don't even react. They just sit in their cars and keep eating their lunch. The footage is fucking crazy. And when they asked why didn't they react, they said you have to stay calm when you find a bomb because you don't want the crowds to go crazy. But there was no one around.
Yeah, of course. I mean, for sure.
They never searched for more pipe bombs. So they found those 2, and then they never sent out teams to go look for maybe if there's more. There were 186 phones identified in the area where the bombs were placed. 151 of the phone owners were not interviewed because they were police or on some exclusion list.
Oh my god.
Massey went on to say basically that Kash Patel's a good guy, but he's not in operational control of the FBI. Him and Bongino do not have operational control of the FBI.
What are they doing then?
It's probably trying to get control. Massey. So here's another interesting. This is the crazy part. Massey said that the FBI came to his office and told one of Massey's staff, if you don't cooperate with us on this January 6th shit, we're going to open up a case of mortgage fraud against one of your guys. And he told, I guess it's on Twitter.
We'll drum it up.
I guess Massey then called Dan Bongino and was like, hey, dude, that's fucking stupid. Don't do that. And Bongino said, sorry, I'll take care of it. And then the FBI called the guy who threatened one of his staff, called the staff member, said, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, which is just a dick move. He didn't hurt his feelings. He fucking threatened him.
Right.
I really like Thomas Massey.
Sorry I hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
Suck my ass.
Anyway, that was some of the stuff that I was looking at yesterday. Okay, there's 2 things I want to share with you guys. This first one is just, I do not know what's going on with parents. Why are you giving your kids cell phones? Why are you giving an 11, a 12, a 13, a 14-year-old any access to the internet? Why are you letting them play video games that are attached to the web? Are you retarded? Why in the
kids?
Why in the fuck would you give the world? You're not giving your kids access to it. Why are you giving predators access to your kids? Anywhere there's shitloads of kids, the predators are showing up. Go ahead, play this. This is from the Sean Ryan show.
It's rough, man. I'm sorry you had to watch that. I just wanted you to understand how severe this actually is.
And these are little kids,
These girls,
little kids,
and boys.
What are the most popular games that the 764 cult is luring their victims out of?
Roblox, Minecraft, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. Roblox is the one that I'll focus on the most because that seems like the majority of the issues right now.
I know little kids that use that game.
There's 75 million active daily users.
I've been telling people too about what you've been telling me for at least 6 months now about the 764 cult. None of their kids are off of it yet.
Yeah, most people they throw their iPad at their kid. They put them on Roblox. And like I said earlier, little cartoon characters running around the screen, no harm in it. But predators, if you've noticed,
Dude, what the fuck? What fucking parent keeps their fucking kid on there after we're telling them this shit?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But it's unbelievable to me. And predators hang out in spots where they can prey on victims. When they're on Roblox, and it's the largest children's game in the world, obviously
it's the largest children's game in the world.
Yeah, largest in the world. So when
largest children's game in the world doesn't want people on the platform saving fucking kids.
That's
Are
exactly
you fucking
right.
listening to this shit, people? The largest video game platform in the world doesn't want to take any fucking measures at all to save kids. In fact, they made a press release discouraging it. And you're fucking paying this platform money. There's millions of people that are going to listen to this, and I'm fucking telling you, you are complicit in this shit.
It's rough, man.
I don't know if I can say it any better. There is it's pretty wild. Were you gonna say something, Caleb? I won't forget what I'm gonna say.
No, I just think it's ludicrous. Like this guy in the like cyber shirt went out there and outed a whole server of people doing this, and people were like, "Oh yeah, this is a really good idea." But for one, the government doesn't want to do anything, isn't doing anything about it. And then you have news outlets like Project Veritas or in New York Times or anything like that, and they won't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
David, Roblox is owned by Jews. I'm gonna tell you something, David. This goes back to the statistics thing. There's 12 million Jews on planet Earth. Let's say they're all pedophiles. I'm willing to bet 2 inches of my dick that there's more pedophiles named David than there are Jews. Now what? Now what? And I think everyone would agree. Now what? Now what are you going to do, buddy? You're a pedophile based on the fact that you're using your logic that Roblox is owned by Jews. There's more pedophiles named David than there are. That's if every Jew was a pedophile. Moron. Fucking can't even do basic fucking math.
The dude's a Canadian.
David is?
Yeah, the other day, David that owns Roblox is Canadian.
Oh, is he is that the owner of Roblox is named David? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do not. There is a there's a kid at the jiu-jitsu academy my kids go to, and it's the only kid who has a phone. And every time that kid pulls the phone out, all the kids flock to that kid. Not my kids. I tell them to stay the fuck away from that thing. But it's fucking crazy. It's like a magnet. And the jiu-jitsu instructors always tell her, "Hey, don't you can't have your phone on in here." Like, what are you doing? Oh, definitely
Crazy,
Jewish.
right?
Yeah, definitely looks Jewish.
Canadian Jew.
Definitely looks Jewish.
So wild.
I think Caleb alluded to it that guy that was on Sean Ryan did point out a whole pedophile ring to the U.S. government, and they did nothing. Right. I saw some video titled that. Why won't the U.S. government do anything about this pedophile ring? That I didn't watch the video. I saw it on YouTube in the thumbnail.
This guy's exposing a lot of crazy shit. Like the pedophile rings and just the people that are doing crazy, disgusting, horrific things on the internet is just like a drop in the bucket. Because I mean, he's showing how people are like stealing your key fobs for your cars.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And, like, so they can steal shit out of your vehicles or they steal your vehicle outright. Like, it's just the tip of the iceberg.
The answer of why they don't do anything is painfully obvious. God. I'm so naive, Mr. Miller. I just keep thinking that it's because they're too busy. And I just keep thinking, wow, they just have so much shit going on. How can they do it all? How can they? But how can they do Charlie Kirk, pedophiles, J6 bombing, Thomas Crooks? Like I'm just like I always just go to shit. How can they do it all? But I wish they'd pin one down. Caller, hi.
Hey, dude. On this topic, I'll make this quick. You ever get partnered up in high school for a project with your buddy, and it's your buddy, and you're excited to do it, but you know he's a world-class slacker, and you're going to have to pick up all the slack?
I was probably the slacker, but go on.
I figured you were. That is what I think a lot of what we're seeing with the cell phone stuff comes to co-parenting. I'm co-parenting, yeah, I'll say it, with the slacker. And what I mean by that is 2 Christmases ago, my ex says, "Hey, bless you. My oldest is turning 11, and hey, she needs a cell phone. I say, no, she doesn't. Maybe we go the route of an alternative to that, you know, some type of a phone, but not an actual iPhone or anything like that,
Or
right?
like a watch,
Well,
a watch that can
a
call or
watch,
something, right?
something, yeah, some type of thing. You know, there's things out there. Christmas comes 2 years ago. I get a call from a number I don't know. I answer it. It's my 11-year-old daughter. Dad, I got a cell phone. Huh, okay. So, of course, I had some choice words for my ex. All right, fast forward to last week. My son now is turning 11. I get a text. This time, no asking, no nothing. Just, hey, I upgraded my, and the sneaky thing she did is she did it on her cell phone plan. So I can't do anything about that. So, hey, I upgraded my phone. I got a free phone. I'm giving it to Miles. And I'm like, I don't have any say in this. I can't stop you from doing it.
Is it a smartphone? Is it a smartphone?
It's a it's a smartphone. So both my 11-year-old and now 13-year-old have smartphones. And wouldn't you know it, with my 13-year-old, it's been a battle. You know what I'm saying? Like you seen crack addicts, man. That's how, if I take the phone away based on behavior or whatever, if I monitor things, but hey, I need your phone for a little bit, you would think I was talking to a homeless crack addict. It's like, give me my phone back. I need it, like losing her mind. And like, dude, you created this problem, not to mention what Sean Ryan and the fellow were talking about with all the other stuff. And that's why I monitor it so closely. But my point all of it is, like, that's where I think you're seeing, I would argue, the majority of this issue of getting kids a cell phone. I think there's peer pressure. Parents think they have to because other kids have it. So why can't our kids have it? There's no critical thinking or discernment.
Hey, dude.
But I think a lot of the times it's in this type of co-parenting type of situation.
Jeremy, there's there's parents I know who are adamantly against cell phones, and yet I see their 2-year-old kid walking around with their cell phone all the time. It's 2-year-old. It's fucking insane. And they think it's so cute that the kid's like looking at the phone or putting this phone up to their ear. It's like my kids are 9, 9, and 11, and I won't even if they were like standing in the kitchen and my phone was in there and I was in the living room, I would never say, bring me my phone. I get up and get my phone. I never let them look at my phone. Like never. They never ever look at my phone. Yeah.
I mean, because I think of when I was that age, especially as a boy.
They don't even, they have cameras. They have cameras. They have a GoPro. They're not even allowed to take pictures with my phone. They're not even allowed to take pictures. They don't get access to my fucking phone. They don't get access to my car keys either. That's another fucking stupid thing that people do for different reasons. They give their baby their car keys to play with. Like, don't give your kid your fucking car keys. I see that every day. I see that shit every day. Kids playing with, babies playing with car keys.
Do you let the boys ever start the car?
Yeah. They start the car all the time. And I'll even put them in my lap and let them drive and all that, because my dad used to do that to me. That's why I'm probably the best driver ever. I'm so fucking good. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh my god, dude! How do
we determine that? Like, is there a driving competition?
I mean, I've never been in a fucking accident.
Okay. Never.
I mean, like on a wet road in high school one time, I was driving my Volkswagen Rabbit, and I was going down a hill, and I had to make a right-hand turn, and the car just slid, and I hit the curb and broke the axle. But other than that, I can't think of one. I can't think of one. Yeah, I can't think of one accident. I have a feeling you actually really suck at driving. Hey, and I never tailgate. Like, never, ever, ever. And I always use my signal. Haley, I know you don't like me using the word always. I always use my signal. I could be the last man on the planet, and I'm still using my signal. Everyone can know where I'm going. Everyone knows what I'm doing.
Tailgating is about the most bush league thing you can do when you drive.
And everyone's doing it. It's fucking nuts. Last night I saw. Let me talk. Yesterday I saw a Vespa tailgating a car down the road, and I'm like, if a cat runs out in front of this car and the guy taps his brakes, his Vespa's toast. Okay, now
he's going through the rear windshield all the way out to the front windshield.
Yeah, Yeah, you
It's just
fucking
gonna
idiot.
zing right through it. That's a
Dude,
crazy
the world
scene to come
operates,
up.
America operates on peer pressure, man. If someone else is doing it, I'm going to do it. Nobody has the balls. Not many have the balls to be like, yep, I'm not going to do it, even though everybody else is doing it. I'm not going to do it. Like, no, not too many people want to do the right thing for fear of whatever people are going to say. It's pretty sad, man. Pretty freaking sad. But good on you for being such a good driver.
You're welcome. This is crazy. My ex is racist and taught my kids to think the worst of Sabir due to his color. Holy shit.
Wow.
Is that for real?
That's insane.
Is he kidding? Is he serious?
Wow. Wow.
Suddenly, I don't feel so bad for myself.
Wow.
Damn, Sabir, I'm sorry, man.
Wow.
Hats off to him for being such a good dude.
We watched the dad and his 10-year-old son sit down at a restaurant next to us. They didn't say a word to each other the whole time. Kid just stared at the iPad. Yeah, I mean, dude, every fucking day I see a kid fucking in a stroller fucking looking at an iPad. I see kids that I'm going to give you a solution, just not so for those of you who are like, okay, I do that. Here's the thing. If you have a kid who's like 5 years old, you can go on Amazon and for $13, you can buy this cheap foldable pen and pencil set, and you can put some paper in it, and every time you go somewhere, hand it to your kid, and your kid will open that up and your kid will draw, and it will keep them busy for 40 minutes. So the first 10 minutes you get to the place and you sit down, hang out with your kid. Then when your kid starts losing his shit and gets too wormy on your lap, you hand that to them. That'll keep them busy for 40 minutes. Then when they get bored with that, the last 10 minutes of where you're at, you have them clean it up. It's so fucking simple. And every month you buy them a new one of those. So that's $150 a year. And your kid will be fucking ecstatic, and they'll learn how to draw and write, and you'll come up with other shit too. You'll be like, hey, write. You can just be like, hey, here's your name. You can write their name on a piece of paper, practice writing your name. And kids love that shit. And they'll never fucking look at your iPad or your phone again. It's so fucking
most of the
easy.
restaurants that I take my kids to, well, they're older now, but when they were that age, they would provide crayon, paper, a bunch of pictures, and if they didn't, I would kind of along the lines, we're gonna bring some paper, we're gonna bring some crayons, markers, whatever. You're gonna color. You guys are gonna color with each other. Like we don't need to put this phone in front of your face so that you can be distracted, or we can have a peaceful time. Like that's slacking.
Do you know how many kids I see at jiu-jitsu tournaments with headphones on, pretending to be like professional fucking athletes, listening to music before they go out on the floor? Yet we were in line in San Jose, 2 obese parents and their 3 obese kids, all with cell phones and headphones on, looking at them while we're waiting in line to register.
Wild.
Yeah, let your kids sit with a little bit of fucking discomfort, for fuck's sake.
Right, be bored a little bit.
Yeah.
Be bored for a second. There's kids in church at church who they're sitting during a service with a phone and headphones on.
Oh my God.
Just staring at a phone with headphones on in church. I'm like, what are we doing, people? Like, stop this. Like, this is ridiculous. Your kid can be bored for a little bit. You can go against what popular society is doing because it's going to be good for the kids. But, instant gratification culture, they got to, whatever's easiest right now. Yeah, it's pretty wild, man.
Hey, I think there's a dozen stories out there too where kids have killed themselves based on something AI that they got some confirmation from some chatbot now. I think it's gone over 12 kids worldwide.
Oh yeah, there was some pretty popular ones recently. Yeah,
It's cheaper than therapy if you ask ChatGPT.
Crazy, and it's so avoidable. Just don't give them a phone. It's not like schools require something for a field trip. Make sure your kids have something. Like, there's no requirement. Like, kids have to have a phone. Like, it's you just have to make the decision. I will not be the parent to give my kids a phone, and I don't care if they hate me right now for it. It doesn't matter. In 5 years, hopefully they'll understand. You know what I'm saying? But
I tell my kids, I told my kids, your electronic device, my electronic device is only to make money. If you see me looking at it, I'm doing something to make money. That's it. There's no other reason. I would why would I scroll? What the fuck do I give a fuck about anything that someone else is doing if I'm not going to be able to make money or report on it? My whole, and I guess maybe I'm lucky because I have this podcast, but like, if you're on your computer, you should be editing, You should be researching. You should be doing something that you can somehow monetize. Other than that, nope.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no entertainment. It's not an entertainment thing for me. I'm trying to find something for the show. I'm trying to learn something. I'm watching on how to graft, what the best time of year is to graft mulberry trees, so that I can graft 100 of them and with my kids, and we can sell them at the market. There's nothing you should be watching on there unless it's somehow to add crazy value to your life.
Amen.
I'm not telling you what to do. You want your kid to get fucking raped, go ahead and let him get on Roblox. You want him to be a loser, go ahead.
Well, the whole thing you just said is based off shared experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what I'm talking about is shared experience. This isn't telling anybody what to do. It's just like, hey, this is what I'm going through right now. I've noticed that since my oldest has had a cell phone for the last 2 years, it has been there's already the preteen and then teen battles, and maybe especially with females. But you put that on steroids when you give them this little handheld device that they want 24/7. So it's just shared experience. It's like, hey, because I'm going through it, I want other people to go through it, and there's better alternatives. And they might hate you, but it's all good. You know,
I'm
kids are gonna
watching
hate you anyway.
I'm watching Avi with his YouTube channel get excited about subscribers and views, and it's making me fucking tense. So far, it seems to be pretty cool. Like, he's excited when he just gets like 2 subscribers. He's like, oh my God, 2 subscribers. But like, at some point, I have to figure out, like, hey, dude, if that makes you happy now, it'll make you miserable later when they all leave. Like, you got to be aware that, like, this is like nothing. Everything out there it's just fake.
Yeah, I'd say your body of work, you and Haley, what you guys do as parents probably is, they're ahead of the curve. I'll give you that. Based on everything that you talk about with the boys, like they're ahead of the curve on a lot of things. So you just keep doing what you're doing. I think maybe you'll face some of that, but you guys you laid such a good foundation that I don't think you'll have too much of a problem if that arises.
All right, thank you.
All right, Doc. Talk to you guys later.
The fight instructors for my kids' academy, who are absolutely amazing. I love them absolutely to death. I view them as family. They went to Japan to fight in a tournament, and 3 days before they left, I see a guy sitting down with in the studio that I'd never seen before, and he's wearing a mask. Right? He's a young kid, like 25-year-old dude wearing a mask, and he's in there for 3 days, and he's watching. And I see after class he's talking to the instructors, and I realize that they're going to use this guy as the substitute teacher when they're gone for a couple days.
Oh boy.
And I'm thinking to myself, he's been there 3 days. He hasn't introduced himself to me, and he's wearing a mask. And there's no fucking way my kids are going to be like, there's no fucking way my kids are going to those classes.
No.
Like that, like already he's shown no sign of anyone that I want my kids to be around, to be influenced by, to talk to. Maybe he's a perfectly fine guy, but just those are the 2 reads I have on him now. He's a dude who wears masks in a room full of everyone else not wearing a mask, and he hasn't said hi to the parents. And it's just like, hey man, you got to just keep your radar on full fucking alert.
Mm-hmm.
It's late in life to learn how to be bored, but join the military and you'll be a pro at it. I'm as good hitting a water bottle off a rock from a distance with another rock as heavy as driving. Wow, that's awesome. I fucking love that. Yeah, that's the kind of shit
fun, dude.
And that's the kind of shit my kids do.
Good.
They'll just go outside. They'll just go outside and like and learn about what's flammable and what's not. Just give them a fucking magnifying glass and put them outside for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Tell them, hey, keep the hose nearby. Something gets fucking, a flame gets bigger than one of your hands. Fucking bring the hose over.
Just
hey,
picking up cool rocks.
Did you know that passion fruit don't burn? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, well, why not? Well, because they're full of moisture. Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Oh wow, crazy.
Only brown shit burns.
Weird.
Tom Landry. Thought you were dead. Didn't he die? Wasn't he the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys? More football shit. More football.
I don't know that one. I don't know.
I think he was like the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys for 75 years. He became head coach when he was 5. Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
Tom Landry, Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, he died like 25 years ago.
1924 to 2000.
World War II vet.
29 seasons.
Jesus.
American professional football coach, player, and World War II veteran, regarded as one of the greatest head coaches of all time. He was the first head coach of the Dallas Cowboys in the National Football League in a position he held for 29 years. That's crazy. Oh, yeah, and he always had that hat on. He was cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool.
Yeah, he was cool. Okay.
He didn't even live long enough to see 9/11. Could you imagine you are a World War II vet and you like live through all of the craziest wars of all time? And you're like, all right, cool, we're good. Everything's super chill right now. And then 9/11 happens.
Yeah,
You're
you're
just
like, what the fuck?
fuck. What are we doing?
David, that rocked your world, huh? There's more Davids that are pedophiles than there are Jews on planet Earth. When you put things in context, if you're not putting things in context and relativity, you're retarded. What did you say?
How did you come up with that?
I mean, you just figure there's 8 billion people on the planet, right?
Okay.
And so if 20% of them, I'm just making this up, are fucking pedophiles, right? Just a billion of them for sure, because there's 1.5 billion Muslims. And so, God, that's some Nick Fuentes shit. And so,
that's crazy.
and so, let's say there's 1 billion pedophiles, and 20% of that is 200 million. Okay, and then what percentage of people on Earth are named David? Hold on, not interested. I don't know what you let's say it's 1%. It says 0.72%. So let's just go with 1%. So what's 1% of 200 million? 20 million?
20 million, yeah.
There you go. Just quick back of the napkin math. Jackass. Hey, and of those billion, guess how many are men? Fucking 999 million.
I think it's 1% of 200 million is 2 million. Not 20 million.
Oh.
Still, that's a lot.
All right, you win. Failed experiment. You win, David. Sorry. You're one of the 18 million Davids that's not a pedophile. You're off. You got hooked. Fucker. IQ, or intelligent quotient, is a standard measure of cognitive ability often used to compare intellectual potential across individuals and populations. Individual IQ tests are designed to measure personal intelligence, while national IQ averages points to trend in education, socioeconomic development, and environmental factors and that influence cognitive ability. A disclaimer, though, is that IQ can change over time, especially in children. I've heard it can't. And it can be influenced by education, nutrition, trauma, and environment. Therefore, so that's not it changes over your age, by the way. They just conflated ideas. They just proved themselves wrong. Therefore, it's not an absolute measure of your mental capabilities. Oh, you're telling me that if you get hit with an axe in the head and it splits your fucking head in half, that your IQ changes? Thanks. Fucking idiots. Anyway, so here is the so first of all, you need to know something. The IQ, so there's a diagnosis for retardation. Of course, everything's just fucking made up, so take it with a grain of sand. But the diagnosis for retardation was anyone with an IQ below 85. And then in 1972, the American Association of Mental Retardation, the AAMR, which they've since changed because the language is offensive, I guess. They changed the demarcation line for being retarded, not retarded, to 70. So they lowered it from 85 to 70. And the reason they gave was because too many people were getting caught up as being retarded.
Oh, really?
So that's the same thing what they did with COVID and with polio. They were diagnosing people with a very minimal diagnosis. So they were diagnosing polio and COVID in one day. And so the numbers were high. 30% of the people had the shit or whatever. And then
It's like what they're doing with crime.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. They changed the threshold for what's a crime they could put you in jail. So
Right.
6 months later or 2 years later after COVID comes out, they change it. Oh, you can't give the diagnosis without a month of watching the person. They have to take a PCR test. They have to have the sniffles and a cough and a headache for a month. Same with polio. You show symptoms on the first day you have polio, and then after a while they change it to a 1 month diagnosis period.
Okay, that makes sense.
So they changed this quotient. So it used to be 85 in the 70s, and now it's 70. What do you think the average IQ is of a Somalian?
70.
Well, that's a great guess. It shows your depth and understanding of the world. The average IQ of a Somalian.
I saw some.
Look at where is it? It's down here somewhere. 67.
Oh my God.
The average Somalian is retarded. 67.
Is that just because they
Minnesota
can't
has
speak
been
English?
Minnesota has been taken over by fucking Somalians. Hey, dude, if you bring in fucking millions of people who are retarded, what happens?
They must not be that retarded that they're funneling money back through Hawalas to Somalia, to Al Jafar or whatever the fuck that terrorist organization is.
Let me see what the lowest country is. Nepal has an average IQ of 42. Hey,
Oof.
here's the other thing. 50% of Somalians are inbred. 50%.
look at
48.7% of Somalians marry a cousin or a second cousin.
I saw a Somalian working at the tech center in at Nebraska Furniture Mart the other day, and I was very surprised.
Can't we have some sort of test where, like, if you don't have an IQ over 95, you can't come into the country?
Well, that's
What
the
would-
citizenship test, right?
Yeah, what would be wrong with that?
Nothing.
So our country doesn't want to let in dumb people.
We already have enough dumb people.
Fucking insane, dude.
That's wild.
Insane.
That is so wild.
Maybe it's inbreeding that causes the IQ. I know that's the theory.
Yeah, I thought that's how you get that.
Japan, 106.
What is
Surprise,
the
surprise.
threshold for
Hey,
IQ?
so here's the thing. You can say. So I'll tell you how I ended up here. The guy who won the Nobel Prize for finding the DNA helix, the guy who discovered that, he just died. He died November 5th. James Watson. The DNA double helix was discovered in 1953 by James Watson and Francis Crick, who built on the work of other scientists, including Rosalind Franklin. So this guy died on November 5th of this year, a couple weeks ago, at the age of 97. Right? So he's a genetic fucking, he's the godfather of fucking genetics, right?
Okay.
He's the fucking man of genetics. He's the guy. Top of the fucking food chain for genetics. Sam Watson. I'm going to go to his wiki page. What is that? What I said his name is? Sam Watson? What did I say his name was? James Watson. James Watson. Speaking of low IQs. James Watson. So I'm going to take you to his wiki page. Remember, this guy discovered the DNA helix, won the Nobel Prize for it. In 1962, him and his buddy Raymond. In 1962, Watson, Crick, and Maurice Wilkes were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for their discoveries concerning the molecular structure of nucleic acids and its significance for the information transfer in living material. In 1994, Watson started as president and served for 10 years. At where? At what college? In 1968, Watson served as the director of the Cold Springs Harbor Laboratory in Laurel Hollow, New York, greater expanding its level of funding and research. He shifted his research emphasis to study of cancer, along with making it a world-leading research center in molecular biology. In 1994, Watson started as president and served for 10 years. He was then appointed chancellor, serving until his resignation in 2007 after making comments claiming that there's a genetic link between race and intelligence.
Huh. How dare you say such a thing?
We live in idiot world. If you were to take all the Armenians in the world and test their IQ, and then all the Chinese in the world and test their IQ, and you said that the Chinese had a higher IQ, it just is what it is. I don't take any offense to it. I suspect it's very true.
Sure.
If you took all the tall people, everyone over 6 feet, and tested their IQ, and then all the people under 6 feet, there's going to be a winner,
Right,
and a loser. If you consider having the higher IQ the winner, maybe it's better to have a lower IQ. Maybe you're happier. I don't know.
I think that's usually the case.
And so, because he said that there's a distinction based on race, I don't even know what race is, and genetics. And you know, this is Wiki being careful, because basically what he said is that white people have a higher IQ overall than black people.
Sure.
And if somehow you measured that, no difference than if you measured black people versus white people on who's taller, who's faster, who has bigger teeth, who has longer hair, like whose hair grows faster. You could measure all that shit. I don't even know what you're saying. Sevi skews that statistic downward quite a bit. Not a fair comparison. Oh, you mean the Armenian IQ? Yeah, good point.
I mean, this dude's gonna.
It's just crazy. No white person in this country would be fucking offended if you said all the slant eyes fucking are smarter than all the fucking round eyes. But for some reason, you can't say, and you could say all the slant eyes are smarter than all the fucking black skinned people. You could say all that. But you cannot say that the pale man is smarter than the black man, the shaded man. It's fucking, we're in this fucking idiot. We're so fucking stupid. We're so fucking stupid. Sevi and Beeve, I'm so thankful for you guys. Hope you both have a great holiday with your families. Thank you. I'm excited for Thursday's show.
Really?
I get excited. Yeah, for some reason I get excited. I'm excited for our Christmas show, our Thanksgiving show. I get excited for the holiday shows. I don't know. I feel like I'm makes me cooler than everyone else.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm the hardest worker. Just ask me, I'll tell you. Sabir, Dan Kane, USA Chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff, was here yesterday to meet with Prime Minister. I wonder why. Oh.
USA Chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff.
Oh. You know why he was there?
Yeah.
Hey, can we use a couple of your airstrips?
What are you guys doing over there?
Yeah, can we use a couple of your airstrips? Yeah, who has the bigger noses, Armenians or Chinese? Who has bigger noses, the round eyes or the slant eyes? I mean, it's like so tired of living in a world with just a bunch of fucking pussies.
I
It
think
doesn't
white people
matter.
are
It
starting to
doesn't.
be the oppressed race here, so
It doesn't matter.
it's very interesting.
Cue up Hillers. Oh, did anyone watch? Did anyone? Oh, I was thinking for Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving show, we would have a call-in show where people call in and tell us your worst, like fucking family dinner stories.
That would be so.
Yeah,
good.
right.
Yes, definitely.
Who
Those are
is
the
this?
best.
Is this Riddau? Oh, this is Riddau.
Elise Carr Riddau, yeah.
Riddau.
Rodeo, actually, I think.
Riddau. I'd like to say it with more of an Asian.
I like a rodeo.
Armenia is in Asia, so I have a standby. Nothing like a good caller. What is today? Today's Thursday?
Wednesday.
Trying to think if I have anything. If I'm going to get yelled at by my kids, they're going to come and tell me I need to take them somewhere. Caller, hi.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good. Just feeling so smart.
Me too. So I have something to add to this.
Yeah, please.
So obviously, like when it comes to things you can't say between black and white people.
Yeah.
One thing growing up, I noticed just on observation.
Let me
was that
just
all the
say
black
this.
kids were
Let me
fat.
say this. Let me say this too. The discrepancy between men pedophiles and women pedophiles is massive. You don't see men being offended. It's like 99% of pedophiles are men. We're not like, how dare you? That's sexist. Like, no, motherfucker. You're the fucking perverts of the two. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Okay, so what were you saying about white people being smart?
So growing up, I was always like, man, black people are faster than white people. I just like growing up in sports and whatnot. And that was like something you just like couldn't say. And I was always like amazed because, well, like we obviously know that their skin is characteristically different. So why would it be so crazy to assume that maybe they have some kind of muscular difference? And the same thing goes for IQ. If obviously we can see that the skin has a clear difference, why would it be so crazy to think that maybe there is a brain difference? Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, there's no the last person I want to get in an argument with is a black woman. Why is that? Because she probably talks faster, more eloquently than me, has better logic than me, has lived a fucking crazier experience than me, more aggressive than me. And why do I think that? Just because of my fucking discernment of dealing with black women.
Well, 100%. They cut way deeper too. I mean, they can really lay into. But yeah, I mean, anyway. So I just wanted to add that.
Yeah.
Something that's always
Hey,
amazing.
dude,
It's like, hey,
Avi was in a crawling. I entered Avi into a baby crawling contest in Alameda County when he was a baby. He was an amazing crawler, and it was like 4th of July, and I saw baby crawling contest. So I took him there. It was a race. 8 kids in his heat. I'm like, he's gonna win. And then fucking last minute, this fucking black kid gets in there. Fuck. Yeah, Avi didn't win. Took second. Fucking crawling. And by the way, crawling is athletics is a really massive. A human movement is in a baby shows incredible intelligence, especially crawling. Anyway, go on. So yeah, I don't think it's a big. I don't think it's a big deal. Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal at all. And hey, I would even pose this: all the best cooks in the world are women, but the best cook is a man. All the fucking best musicians in the world are women, but the best musicians are men. I bet you it's like that with black people too. All the smart people in the world are white, but the smartest dude is Thomas Sowell, a black dude.
just as sheer horsepower.
I mean, it's just like, like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? It's just the fucking way it is.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. Anyways, thanks, guys. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Okay, thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Sevon's libtardedness is showing. Stop patronizing black people. Hey, dude, it's just the fucking truth, dude. I'm not patronizing them. You want to argue with a black woman? Go ahead. I'm telling you, 99% of us don't. You probably don't even know any black people, Clock. My best friend is gay and black.
You see that video of the
I
chick
don't
that
even
got
have any friends anymore. What?
the video of the chick that got saw that tranny in her bathroom, the black chick.
Yeah, Tish.
She was at like a Tish. She was
Yeah.
at like a city council meeting or something. And the guy was like, "We're gonna blah 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 blah," and she's like, "What are you gonna do about the men and women's bathrooms?" And he like didn't know what to say. And then she finally just starts. She keeps like pushing him and pushing him and pushing him. He still doesn't know what to say. He's like,
And
"Well,
that
I
guy-
just feel sorry for you." And she just kept fucking ripping on him, and he just stood there and like put his head down and just let her.
That's the guy
cost
who's
him.
going to try to run for president, I think, right? That's the guy that was fucking the Chinese spy.
That's him.
Yeah, Stallwell or something. She confronted him recently. It's a great video.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy. I'm not going to try to argue with her.
Fuck no.
Do I agree with her? Yes.
Yeah, but if you didn't know, and none of the libtards try to, none of the libtards try to argue with her either.
Oh yeah, nobody in that room was like, nobody wanted to fucking touch that. CrossFit just announced where 26.2 will be held. The announcement for 26.2.
At someone's mom's house.
Probably pretty close, yeah. Lisbon, Portugal.
Where is it? Portugal? Oh. Oh shit, that means David Weed's going.
Yeah, it's right next door.
Yeah, it's in your hood, dude.
Quick 20-minute drive, probably. But yeah, so that's the last one that we need to know, right? I think maybe.
What CrossFit? What was the name of it? CrossFit
Black Edition.
Is that racist?
Probably. Probably.
CrossFit Black Edition. Oh, it's in Harlem. There she blows. I don't know if I've ever been to Portugal.
I haven't. I heard it's beautiful though.
Yeah, I've heard it's awesome too.
I'd love to go sometime.
Damn, that's far.
Yeah.
New York to CrossFit Black Edition is equidistant from CrossFit Black Edition to Iraq, or maybe Iran, Baghdad.
You're in ballistic missile range.
All right, there you go. 26.2. You saw it here first. What do you guys want? You guys want to see the cop in the UK, the female cop who was hit by a Palestinian protester with a sledgehammer and had her back broken? Or do you want to hear the story about the Colorado school district that made an 11-year-old girl sleep with the 11-year-old boy in the bed on a school field trip, and said that it was perfectly okay because the boy identified as a girl? Keep sending your kids to school, people. Parents sue after 11-year-old girl allegedly forced to share bed. Share a bed? Like, listen, dude, listen.
If you're on a school trip, that should be a day trip. That's it.
You
should never be spending if you're on a school trip, you are there and back the same fucking day. You should never be doing an overnight fucking bullshit school trip.
An 11-year-old boy has two interests: throwing rocks and figuring out what the fuck is going on with his penis. Because it's erect every 4 hours and he's trying to figure out like what causes it, why is it like that? How do I pee with it like that? How the fuck are you leaving? You don't leave girls alone with 11-year-old boys. This shit is fucking insane. Several Colorado parents are suing their local school district after an overnight school trip allegedly tried to place a transgender identifying male student in a hotel room and ultimately the same bed with an 11-year-old girl.
Dude.
Alliance
Shit.
defending, and by the way, I don't. This is the argument for cell phones. I guess I think what ended up happening. I was watching the parents being interviewed. The girl ran into the bathroom in the hotel room and called her dad.
Good.
Alliance Defending Freedom, ADF, conservative league organization that advocates for religious liberty, filed its opening brief Wednesday in Wales versus Jefferson County Public Schools with the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 10th Circuit on behalf of 4 families. The lawsuit alleges that the district, located near Denver, of course, libtard land, allows biological male students to share overnight accommodations with girls based solely on gender identity without notifying parents or seeking consent. According to the complaint, the district policies violate parents' fundamental right to make decisions about their upbringing and education of their children and places students in uncomfortable or potentially unsafe situations. Guys,
Potentially.
if you are letting your daughter, hey, you can't, I wouldn't let my son share a bed at 11 years old with another 11-year-old boy. I'm telling you. Boys are like, they're tripping on their penises at 11. They're like, wow, this thing's crazy. Why does this thing keep getting hard? During the summer of 2023, Joe and Sharina Wales' daughter had just finished 5th grade and was reportedly traveling with classmates on a school field trip to Philadelphia. Don't let your kid go to Philly either. The Wales said their daughter was assigned to a 2-bed hotel room with 3 other students, 2 girls from her school and 1 from another school in the district, the suit stated. According to the According to the complaint, as the children prepared for bed on the first night, the daughter learned that her bedmate was a biological male and identified as a transgender female. The girl reportedly went into the bathroom to call her mother, who was nearby and serving as a chaperone.
Janelle, no sharing beds until they're 30.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you out of your fucking mind? Hey,
Okay, Mom.
The kid's penis is going to end up in someone else's mouth. You cannot, I mean, this is batshit crazy land.
Yeah, it's insane. What kind of field trip are you going on that has to be overnight?
The teacher that supervised this trip was either a white woman or a male pedo. Yeah.
Yeah. Some fucking rainbow hair fucking loser.
Oh, great. Or 3 Muslims who broke into a car in Italy and raped an 18-year-old and made her fiance watch. Jesus Christ. You can't even fucking believe this shit.
My favorite thing to watch recently is Americans going to Italy and confronting pickpocketers.
Oh, yeah, that shit's crazy.
Oh, it's awesome. And the pickpocketer's like, why? What's the deal? What's your problem? It's like, you're going to get your fucking ass beat. It's the problem.
Yeah, Taylor's having a blast with that. He's
So
loving
good.
those videos. Yeah.
So good.
This is absolutely fucking ridiculous and is nothing the same as driving, you idiot. Yeah. I saw Pat's comment. He's out of his fucking mind.
Look at this. I just affiliated my CrossFit last night, opening our box in January 2026.
Oh, that's awesome. Congrats.
Congratulations, dude. That's fantastic.
I got to have you on the show. Stay in touch. I just want to start the affiliate series again just to show Dave how it's done.
That'd be cool.
Can you show me a single verse in the Quran, the Hadith, and the Islamic literature where it says, go and kill innocent people?
Yes, I can. Do you want to hear it?
Yes,
Do you want to hear
yes,
it?
yes.
I will cast terror into the hearts of the disbelievers. Therefore, cut off their necks and cut off every fingertip. That's one.
Okay.
That's one. There are 142. Go to Surah 5. Go to Surah 8. Go to Surah 12.
Okay,
They're in there. Don't come here and pretend to me that your book is any different to any other sect of Islam.
Okay.
I've studied the Quran. I've studied the Bible. Let me tell you one thing, and this is a fact. If you follow the Quran to the letter, you are
Which
obliged.
I do.
No,
To
you
the
don't.
letter.
No, you don't.
I'm an
No, you
Orthodox
don't.
Muslim. I
No,
follow
you
it to the letter.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
How are you telling me I don't?
How many kuffar have you killed?
That's the point.
How many kuffar have you
Because the
killed?
Quran doesn't teach that.
Yes, it does.
It does not.
Don't listen.
Jada, it does not.
Don't,
Jada, can I-
don't make a prat of yourself, darling, because you're starting to look really silly.
Okay, can I
You're starting to look really
clarify?
silly.
Can I clarify?
Let me clarify, right? Let me clarify. You're starting to look really silly. If you'd have come to me and said to me, there are verses in the Quran that say kill the kuffar, and I don't agree with them, I'd have said to you, fair play. You're probably not a Muslim, you're an apostate. But you haven't said that. What you've said to me is, I'm a devout Muslim, and it doesn't say that in the Quran. Don't come over here and try and mug off people that have read your scriptures, right?
Okay, please tell me where it says go
In
and
Surah
kill.
5. In Surah 5.
Jada, let's go to Surah 5.
Go to Surah 5. I will cast terror into the hearts of the disbelievers,
Which
therefore
disbelievers?
strike off their
Okay,
necks.
one second.
The disbelievers.
Let me tell
Wow.
I mean, it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science.
I follow Islam to the letter. I follow the Quran to the letter. Oh, do you? Cut off my head then.
I do what this lady is doing here to you all the time with the Bible, and you tell me to shut up. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Okay. Man, Cross is doing all sorts of racist shit. Black, they're doing the 26.2 at the Black Box, and then they're having a Black Friday sale.
Yeah, what the fuck is that all about?
They've gone full racist. They've gone full Nick Fuentes.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yes, Janelle, we are doing a show tomorrow. We're going to ask everybody their favorite Thanksgiving dishes, and then we're going to ask them how many beers or drinks, whatever your whatever your flavor is, it took for them to start arguing with their family about local politics or worldly politics. Usually it takes about 2 for me. So
Yes, we are doing a show tomorrow. Did you just say that?
yeah, that's what I've been talking about.
Oh yeah. that's
I'm
good.
more of a ham guy, but my dad is making brisket actually.
Oh, that's what we're having.
You're having
We're having
brisket too?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. We're having brisket.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's so sick. I don't mind ham. Turkey's not really my favorite, but I fuck with some brisket, dog. I fuck with some brisket.
Clock Cutter, the New Testament was made because of how batshit crazy the old one was.
That's
Yeah, there you go.
exactly right. Wow.
There you go. Yeah. There you
You're
go,
a
Pat.
fucking genius.
Yeah, we agree. There you go. And when are they coming out with the new Quran
Yeah, what the hell's up with that?
doses?
It's only been thousands of years.
Hey guys, this book we follow is kind of crazy. We got to change it up or people won't join. Humans in 45. Yeah. Okay. There. Just give you. You know what I like about you, Pat? If I give you just enough time, you unfuck yourself. That's nice. All right. We learned a lot in this show.
Yeah, it was good.
Spreading the love, one Muslim at a time. I broke my back doing the Dallas High Rocks. No, thank you.
I had some guys at my gym say they just did the Chicago High Rocks last weekend or the weekend before or something. Just sounds like not fun. I don't care to do one of those ever.
What didn't sound fun?
The 6 miles of running.
Oh.
I just don't. I don't want to do that. Don't care for that. I asked him. I was like, "Oh, what's up with the turf strips?" And dude's like, "Oh, it just happens everywhere. They haven't figured it out yet." I'm like, "How the fuck happens at every event?" You're sending thousands of people through this fucking.
They are Hyrox is pathetic and a Mickey Mouse organization. It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, that's good.
It is. They're concerned with Hunter McIntyre shoving a guy, which is no big deal. And
He was in the comments. We should have fucking asked him earlier.
But they're pissed off. But they can't fucking get the carpet not to. But they're scumbags. And here's the thing. I think it's expensive to enter too.
Yeah, it's like a couple $100, right?
It's not fucking cheap. Yeah, it's turned into it's a joke. It's a joke. You're better off just going to a fucking turkey trot and fucking doing it with a ruck on.
Yep.
Oh, Pat, do you see if God is perfect, like you say, there would have never been a new covenant. So do the math. Dude, do you see that you're totally missing Pat? You're answering your own question. That basically you're saying you're perfect, Pat. That's the only option around that. You're saying you're perfect. Of course he's abandoned his initial claim, Clock Cutter. He can't fucking hold fucking a single train of thought for more than 2 seconds. He's got ear ringing from all the lawnmowers he's ridden. All right. Enjoy your Wednesday. Have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. 10 a.m. Chase Ingram will be live on the Test of Fitness podcast at the CrossFit channel. It was perfect. It was perfect. Everything's perfect, dude. It was perfect. It was perfect. Clydesdale is on in Clydesdale's on now. And then after Clydesdale, the CrossFit Games podcast. And then Glinton Things, Herdfest recap. And then the barbell spin. The CrossFit Games Mountain.
Wow.
That's where John tells you who's the best and who's not the best.
Allegedly, somehow.
Remember, none of these jackasses knew. They stared in the eyes of Workout 3 at Rogue and had no idea. No idea.
Experts.
This weekend, $5,000 for Kill Taylor.
I think somebody's been chumming the water too.
I expect a lot of black people who feel like there's not opportunities for them in the CrossFit space to enter.
Really? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
They can try.
I don't mean to sum all of you guys up together. I expect a lot of you white people who don't feel like there's a lot of opportunities in CrossFit to try to enter and beat Taylor this week for $5,000. Mexicans too. Mexicans.
Whoever, man. Come one, come all.
All right. $5,000. Brought to you by Paper Street Coffee. There'll be some incredible deals probably for that hour too. So if you need coffee or gifts.
Yep.
Make sure you head on over to Colt Merton's Hogwash too. I think he's got a great sale going on now for the launch of his Sopa Ropa. All right. Bye-bye.